my YouTube channel Creative Corner by Varsha, and today I am live after so many days. So first I wanted to tell you this, that I am taking these 3 workshops in May for calligraphy, Hindi calligraphy and brush calligraphy. I also got few DMs for flourishing workshop and for copper plate. So if you are interested in that, you can let me know. Okay, so today we will be learning some basics about for calligraphy. Also, we will do brush calligraphy. Okay, so what is for calligraphy? Anyone, if you know what is for calligraphy, please let me know in the chat box. What is for calligraphy? Okay. So for calligraphy is basically artificial calligraphy. That means we use normal sketch pen or gel pen or pencil to create the look of calligraphy. That means we create artificial calligraphy. For means artificial. Okay. So let me first add those thick lines to the heading and then I will tell you. What is for calligraphy? Just making few lines thick and few lines will be thin, as you can see here. Okay, so first adding lines here. I'm not adding or I'm not doing any outline, I'm just filling the lines. Okay, so we will see what is for calligraphy today. So first thing we have to do, we can do for calligraphy in 3 steps. Okay, the first step is write a word. So you can write like you can write in monoline calligraphy, you can just write your word uh, in print style. So I'm writing here hello. Okay, or we can write like this. Okay. First step is this. Second step is add lines. So here in for calligraphy we it is artificial calligraphy. That means we try to get the look of calligraphy. So I'm using pen here, writing the word again hello here. Now whenever I'm moving my hand in the downward direction, all the places I'm adding this line. Now if you don't remember where your hand is moving in the downward direction, just go back and try to write it and you will remember. Okay, so like this we have to add lines. Yes, yes Neha, it's fake calligraphy, artificial or fake you can call it. Now step number 3 is fill it. All these lines you can fill it. Now I have to fill it and make it look like calligraphy, so I will be more careful this time and I will write nicely. Will leave some space. We'll leave some space so we can add lines. Okay, so creating line and filling it. You can do this with a gel pen, you can do this with a pencil, with a sketch pen. With sketch pen it looks very beautiful, like it gives you exactly like calligraphy look. Okay, if you use different color sketch pen or if you use black color pen, so you get exact calligraphy look. All the horizontal line and lines that are moving in the upward direction will be thin. So this is how we can achieve fake calligraphy. Okay, just a second. Okay, hello Sangeeta, hello. So if you have any questions related to calligraphy, you can ask right now. Okay. Okay, hello Aditi. So for this calligraphy you don't need any special tools, any special knowledge or something. Okay, you just need a pencil or a gel pen or a sketch pen and you are ready to start this. Okay, now one more thing, this is hand lettering. This is I'm using the calligraphy techniques, so it is not like equal to calligraphy. You cannot say that sorry, it is not equal to cursive writing. You cannot say that lettering and cursive you can do the same thing. Which brand brush persons are good? Maybe asking which brand brush pen are good. So there are so many good brush pens available in the market. It depends on you. Okay, you have to do trial and error. Like first you have to understand which type of pen you want. Like you want a small tip pen, you want a medium tip pen, you want a big tip pen. First you have to understand that. Okay, then you have to look for in that category. Like if you want a big tip nice pen and in budget also, then go for DOMS. If you don't have budget, then go for this one, Tombow doll brush pen. Okay, and for small tip I would suggest you go for Tombow Fidonisuke hard tip brush pen, this one. Okay, so like this, for in different brands we have in different sizes we have different nice pens. So this is what for calligraphy is. Right now here you can see मैंने directly एक word लिखा था. Okay, एक वर्ड लिखा था उसमें ऐड कर लिया था. बट व्हेन वी लर्न दिस कैलीग्राफी वी ब्रेक दोज लेटर्स. ओके, सो हाउ डू वी ब्रेक इट? लाइक आई एम राइटिंग लेटर ए, so I will break it like this, and then I will teach you that you have to add line here, you have to add line here. So this is what we will be learning in the workshop. We will break every letter and we will learn how we can add lines and how we can make it look like calligraphy. Okay, now let's do one word. First for that I will do it here. We'll draw some lines because we are writing on a blank paper. Okay. Okay, so I'm writing word here, English. You can use any shade. I'm just looking for a nice sketch pen. I have this blue color here. Okay, so let's write it, English. I think I need more space here. Okay, line plus brush pen are not available on Amazon and Flipkart, but I think they're available on websites like Sitaram Stationery and some stationeries like that. So you have to search on Google and look where they're available. We're doing for calligraphy here. Now add those lines whenever your hand is moving in the downward direction. Mostly I prefer adding it on the right side, but if you don't have space on the right side, you can look for the space wherever it's available and add the line there. Now let's fill it. Okay, so just added those lines and it is giving the look of calligraphy. Now we can add some shadow lines also. There are different ways of adding those lines. Now just slowly we have to do this. We are not touching those lines, just creating this look. Yeah, sure, I can write your name, Anjali. In Hindi or English calligraphy? Do let me know, Anjali. So guys, if you want to learn this, I'm starting this workshop for the pencil calligraphy from tomorrow, that is 3rd May. It's 2-day workshop, 3rd and 4th May, Saturday and Sunday. So you can contact me, okay? I will share my number in the chat box. Just a second. Yeah, sure, I will write it in English. I'm just looking for how to reply. Okay. Now there are a lot of things you can do here, like you can do half shading, half gray and half lining. So all that I'm not doing right now, that I will be teaching in the class. So like this you can learn writing beautifully using a sketch pen only. So this is what for calligraphy is. Now we will do calligraphy. Okay, we'll write few words in calligraphy also. So I will use different brush pens for that. I will try to use Dom's because most of the subscribers and students ask about Dom's brush pen. So let's do that. Okay, so this is the Dom set we have. First, if you're writing on a blank paper, always use a pencil to understand the space, like where you want to write, what letter size you want, all that. It's always better to write it with a pencil first to avoid mistakes or to get better idea of spacing. Okay, I think this is a fine space. I'm using dark blue shade. I'm not exactly tracing on pencil. I wrote with pencil because I wanted to get an idea of the space, using the tip only to write here. Okay, so this is brush calligraphy. Now let's add some colors here. Let's add some shadow. only to the downstrokes. Okay, I am adding shadow to the right side of the letter. Now we can also add, if you have some blank space, we can add some stars, some bubbles. Just first let's add this line here. Okay. So small elements, you can add anything here. Now let's add shadow to this also. It takes time. When you do calligraphy, you have to be very patient. You have to do it with patience, okay? Yeah. Okay, first one is done. Now let's take green shade now. I'm writing here care. I am writing just one word, so I don't need any like guidelines or pencil, so I'm writing directly. Okay, now I'm taking the light green shade and we'll add shadow to all these strokes, thick and thin. Okay, I'm using Dom's brush pen here. If you also have Dom's brush pen, and if you feel like you are not able to get those strokes, so let me tell you, it takes time to control this. Like इसका tip जो है super soft, okay? So to work with that super soft tip, you need to practice a lot, and then you will be easily able to control it. Thank you so much, Harshika. Now again, let's write the word love. Let's write it with red. Okay, got this. And now I will use light pink shade. Now after writing this, I will tell you one secret about adding shadows, okay? So just wait. I'm starting a poll. Please vote there. I want to know your views about that. Okay, start it. You can vote. Okay, so first let's write this word, then I will tell you tip about the adding shadow. ओके सो अभी तक मैंने 3 शेड्स यूज़ करे हैं, डार्क ब्लू, देन लाइट ब्लू, डार्क ग्रीन एंड लाइट ग्रीन, रेड एंड लाइट पिंक. Why I am creating shadow like this? Suppose I am writing with this one light shade. Okay, I am writing high. It's a light shade, and if I will use a dark shade to create the shadow, I have to be very careful. Okay, I cannot just create shadow like I did for the 3 words above. Let me tell you why. Because I have to do it nicely ताकि जो मेरा letter है उस पे ना लिख overwrite ना हो जाए. If I will do that, like I'm doing it very carefully here. Let me do it nicely for H. Okay, but if I write over this I, it will be clearly visible. Okay, ये जो center वाला shade है, you will be able to see light, pink, red, and the combination of both. Okay, so this will be clearly visible. But if I use a dark shade to write and then a light shade to add the shadow, you won't be able to see it. Okay, if the same thing I do here, I write it with red, let it dry, and then if I overwrite with pink over it, अगर पिंक से हमने रेड के ऊपर लिख भी दिया, सो आपको थर्ड शेड विजिबल नहीं होगा. ओके, 2 ही शेड विजिबल होंगे, रेड एंड पिंक, बट यहाँ पर 3 शेड्स विजिबल होंगे. इसीलिए आई एम यूजिंग डार्क शेड हियर एंड देन लाइट शेड फॉर द शेडो. Okay guys, so I have started a poll for cursive writing. Do you want to learn? So I am starting a series where I will be teaching cursive writing. I have posted one short video और उसके लिए मुझे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ लॉन्ग वीडियोज़ बनाएं ताकि हम लोग लर्न कर सकें. तो आई वॉज ऑलरेडी प्लानिंग फॉर दैट एंड आई विल बी मेकिंग लॉन्ग वीडियोज़ ऑल्सो. Just need your support. So if you know someone who want to learn, or if you have friends or someone who would be interested in learning, you can share my channel with them. Okay, so let's do some more word calligraphy. Okay, you're welcome. I have few more things to write here. Okay, so I have used DOMs for creating this, and this is for this I have used normal sketch pen. Now let's create some more things. I'm using a small tip pen. So I'm writing directly. I'm not using any guidelines or pencil. I'm using a small tip pen here. So more, make more. Okay, so the word more, I'm writing it in bouncy calligraphy. I'm bouncing my letters here. I'm not using calligraphy for writing the word art. Okay, make art. It. Again, I'm using Bouncy calligraphy here. It heals. It lives. On. Forever. So here I will be writing forever. I'm extending my letters. We call it extended calligraphy. We are doing calligraphy by just extending those exit strokes to extend the size of our word. Okay, so it's written. Now let's add some colors. So I have used here this Tombow Fudenosuke small tip brush pen. Okay, it is waterproof, means you can add water over it and it won't smudge. Let me show you a live test. I just need some water. So you can add any color here. Well, let me see. Let's add the brown shade here. I'm using water based brush pen. I'm not using watercolor for this, so I will switch it. We'll take some water. Okay, if you want, you can see if you are getting the right shade or not on a paper, and we'll add. I need dark color. Okay, taking some more color. Okay. I'm not a watercolor artist. I'm not doing any painting here. We have free space here, so adding some dots, and again I will take the brown shade. Take color and we'll do to add some color. I will do this. Okay, now let it dry. I hope you like this. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I have shared my contact number if you want to learn calligraphy. If you want to practice on your own, then also I have something for you. I think most of you know I have calligraphy workbook. So if you know little bit of calligraphy and you want to practice by yourself, or if you know basics of calligraphy, you have already learned calligraphy but you find it little difficult to practice, then I have practice workbooks. Let me show you that too. I have 4 calligraphy workbooks. Just allow me to keep it. So this is brush calligraphy workbook for practicing. Okay, this is used already for practicing brush calligraphy. Okay, then for bounce calligraphy also I have one workbook that I don't have available right now. Then I have for flourishing, I have this workbook. And for Hindi calligraphy, for Devanagari also I have this practice workbook. So if you want to practice on it, you can place your order on WhatsApp. Also I have my website, you can place your order there also. So if you have any query, please ask me related to any type of calligraphy. Okay, I got all the votes for yes, like I should start a calligraphy, cursive writing class. So I'm starting it on YouTube, and we'll see a response. If someone wants to learn one-on-one, I will do that also in June. For now, I will be starting free cursive writing classes, and my first video will be coming out tomorrow. So you guys must stay tuned and tell me your response about that too. Okay. Okay guys, so today's session was all about this calligraphy. I wanted to do some name also, but that I will do in second live. Okay, this was all about showing and telling you something about calligraphy, cursive writing for calligraphy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for joining. Thank you. Okay.